Hello and a very good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for sticking with us this Tuesday. What a day it has been. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We had a brilliant wake-up call a little bit earlier on where we were previewing everything coming up over the course of the day today. Launch day was absolutely amazing as well. You guys absolutely love the brand new Christmas creator card pop-out dies. They flew off the shelves and we're back with a launch party. Slightly different to launch day in that what we bring you on a launch party is a bit of a look at some of our favourite items that have launched recently that you might not yet have had the chance to get your hands on. So over the course of the next couple of hours we're going to be looking at the gorgeous Christmas collage stamps, which again, if you haven't seen these yet, no doubt you'll be dipping in to grab them. The Twist and Pop Christmas collection as well is quite simply amazing. If you love cards that have that wow factor, that kind of like kinetic movement going on, you'll love these. And the great news as well is we've got the actual mechanism back in stock for you as well. We've got the Nutcracker deal for you on the show. The collection is back at an unbelievable price with bonus points. We've got an out of this world deal to bring to you as well, which we're really looking forward to. We're so excited. We're throwing things around the studio, and we've got the return of the front and back Christmas characters, and we've got a sneak peek as to what is coming up tomorrow. But we are kicking off with something that I promised you we would do in Wake Up Call that we didn't actually do. Now, those of you that tuned into Wake Up Call this morning and you said, the only reason I tuned in was to see Craig dressed as Buzz Lightyear in his new helmet. Well, of course, the helmet hadn't arrived, but I'm pleased to say that we can now cross live to Crafty Star Command and see the one we like to call Craig Lightyear with his brand new helmet. Lights down. Here he comes. The one and only crafting superhero to Craftfinity and beyond. I mean, that is special, mate.
Some helmet, isn't it?
What did you say?
Some helmet, isn't it?
What?
Some helmet, isn't it?
I mean, that is some helmet right there. It looks like the most extravagant, like COVID mask that I've ever seen.
I don't need another COVID mask. I'm just going to use my Buzz Lightyear one.
I love it.
Lights up and everything. It's great. It goes. We'll show you what we're going to be doing today.
What?
Let's have a look.
Just lift the thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Good news. What
We've
are we
got
going to be doing?
Character dies.
Yeah.
So we've got these ones. These are for the tags. So we're going to be using them for gifts or presents, or of course you can, if you wish, use them as a separate element, so you can make them as long as you want. Then what we're also going to do, we're going to be having a look at the Twist and Pop, the advance.
And Pop.
Twist and Pop.
Twist and Pop.
We had a look at them in Wake Up Call. So whether you're using them in the way that they're intended, or you might have a little bit of a play on the different ways that you can do, we're going to go in with the super fun Christmas collage stamps here. These are so fun. There's no rules, there's no nothing. You just get creative and go whichever way you want to when it comes to decorating them. And do you know what? Let's go in and let's have a little play with the Nutcracker collection as well. So a few finished samples to show you the sort of thing that you can be making. So whether it's stamping and die cutting, whether you want to go inky with any of your techniques or that, or maybe you want to go all advanced and then do all the twists and the pops within the middle of your card, I'd like to say we've pretty much got it covered for tonight.
Can you just do me a favour and disappear the same way that you reappeared, please? I mean, that is good form, isn't it? If I could squat at that pace, I couldn't do that because my knees would go. Wouldn't yours go, Johnny? I think mine would. There's no way I can do that. Johnny's just, I'm not going to repeat what Johnny said. Hello, you guys are already enjoying the show. Can you tell it's going to be one of those? Evelyn says, good afternoon from a hot Colorado. Teresa says, hello again, everyone from cloudy Long Island. Clarice is in from a muggy South Carolina.
Hello, Clarice.
Della says, hi from Beckley, WV, West Virginia. Excited to see what you have today. Brenda Blackler says, good evening, fellow crafters, and all at CC from Saxelby. And I tell you what, you guys are loving. Did you say Maurice? The guys are laughing. Sam says, hi, Ben and Craig and all the team. On the way home to Darlington from Scotland. On the M74. Is that actually is that a real motorway? The M74?
Yeah.
Craig, you've heard of that, have you?
No.
Oh. So Sam's on the M74 on the way back. South of Glasgow, apparently.
It's the south of Glasgow.
South of Glasgow. Patricia says, my goodness, I popped in at just the right time, eh? Buzz Lightyear, love it. We should all get Buzz Lightyear helmets, says Mary Pat. And Pammy on YouTube says, oh, that has just cheered me up. Thank you, Craig. Gilmore has also said, Craig, you need anti-fogging spray. You need something. I'm not quite sure if anti-fogging spray will cover it. But he's taken his helmet off now and he is ready to go. One thing I do want to quickly shout to you about is the fact that we have got those amazing Christmas Advanced Twist and Pop dies in for you. The full collection, all 14 elements you're going to get with this. What I will say, though, is that you will need the mechanism with these two. We have that available individually for you. We'll give you details on that in just a second. What I will say as well about these boards, and Craig touched on this earlier on too, I don't think these boards are necessarily the best demonstration of what these actually do. So if I just show you the dies themselves, and then we'll show you some finished samples, because I've got some over there to my left. So within this collection, you've got your festive gifts. What we love about these is the fact that you've got that surprise within the card. You open it up, and then you get the twist, and you get the pop of the festive gifts in this case. What we love about this also is the fact that you've got the twist and pop on the horizontal and on the vertical as well. And actually, those gifts you could potentially use all year round. These are gorgeous. So you've got your Peace on Earth, Peaceful Doves in there. The Santa's hat. I know that our design team have had a lot of fun using these because there's lots and lots of finished samples with the hats in, which I'll show you in just a few moments' time. Then we've got the Winter Forest. And as Craig showed you earlier on as well, the great thing about these is you can just simply cut them out and use them as dies on their own. So if you wanted to use them to create scenes on their own, you can do. You don't always have to use these as twists and pops. And then we've got the two exclusives. So the Christmas Celebration and the Follow the Star dies, which I'm about to show you here. These are exclusive to us on CTV. So you've got your Christmas Celebration, which is what we call that Christmas cracker. And then on top of that, you've got your Follow the Star. Absolutely stunning. How do they look when we pop them inside the cards though? I hear you cry. Well, they look a little bit like this. Whee! Look at that. I mean, a lovely card all in really, isn't it? But when you open it up, you've got the joy of seeing those little Christmas hats, twist and pop. What's inside this one? Again, do you know what? Not one of the most extravagant cards, but it doesn't need to be. Really nice on the outside. Open it up. Boom. You've got those gorgeous doves in there. Peace on Earth. Can you see how easy these are to create? And last but by no means least from me for now, here we go again. Nice look on the outside of the card. You know, nothing that's going to set the world alight, but then when we open it up, boom, boom. We've got the trees in there. Now, what I will tell you is, with this collection, you are going to get the Christmas Twist and Pops. £71.97 or $79.81. Everyone's saving $17.98 or $19.94. 20% extra comes off if you're a platinum member. Hopefully you've already got the mechanism. If you haven't, you need it. And the good news is that it is back in stock. So basically, the mechanism is thus, this little die here, so that allows you to create that motion, to create that twist and pop, and this is what you'll use every time you choose one of the different dies within this collection to get the twist and pop inside your card. So that needs to go into your basket as well if you haven't yet got it. £6.39 or $7.96 is the platinum price on that one, but absolutely get that in whilst we've still got it in stock. What a start to the show. Yeah, producer Johnny has just said, buckle in for this one. Anything could happen, and probably will. If you want to ask any questions, if you want to share anything with us, Facebook and YouTube. But for now, minus his helmet, it's time to go back over to Craig. You all right over there?
I'm good, thank you. Ready to go?
Excellent news.
Let's have a look. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at the festive gifts, and we're going to be using this one in the way it's intended to. So we did have a look on Wake Up Call today. We actually showed you in a different way. So we used the cracker. So if you've not seen Wake Up Call yet, afterwards, what to do is go back and have a look, because we used the Christmas cracker as all occasion. So we done it for a new baby.
Oh,
so
that was
it goes to show that you can do it in a different way. And actually as well, it was a gender reveal card. So it's something that I know that, let me just get the cracker. Obviously a set that's all Christmas themed. You wouldn't necessarily think first and foremost that you're going to be using it for a new baby card, which you can do. And I think actually we'll maybe show it later on, because I know that it won demo of the show. So if you've not seen it, then what we'll do is we'll have a look at it later on, just so that you know exactly what I was meaning.
Oh, that was today, wasn't it? Sorry. I was just looking, thinking, did that win demo of the show? It did. That was today.
That was today, yeah.
Yeah, it is on the shelf. I'm losing track of time, to be honest with you. Losing track of time.
Where's it gone?
Where has it gone?
So all that I'm going to do is within each of the sets you get 2 dies. You get the outline and you also get your detailed. So we're using the outline, and I say outline, it's actually going to create the basis of it. So I'm going to do this one in white, and all of these are going to go through your Gemini Junior, and therefore they'll also go through your MIDI as well, Ben.
Yeah, good news.
So if you do have a smaller machine, then you'll still be able to use them. The thing is even if they were slightly bigger, then you could still use them in the Junior or the MIDI. All that you would just do is die cut as far as you can, turn the plates around. Debbie showed you yesterday on Wake Up Call where she done the waterfall. It was the waterfalls. And the dies that she used were just a little bit too big for the Gemini Junior, but what she done is she showed you how you can still die cut them. You run them through, and then the part that's not quite die cut, all you do is turn your die around, run it through again, and then you get that the look, or you actually get the full die cut impression using a smaller machine. But these will still just go through your Junior and of course your MIDI. So then what I'm going to do is to decorate this card, I've used elements from the Gnome collection. So I've gone in with the red cardstock, which is from the Gnome collection. And Ben, I think can I get the worker die out of the packaging that you've got? I think you've got the board and the packaging, haven't you?
Yeah.
May I please have it?
Well, seeing as you asked so nicely, I will deliver it over to your side of the studio. Catch.
Do it.
I'm not going to chuck it, am I? No, it might hit a camera, I'll get in trouble. No, hoy it.
Hoy it. Hoy it.
Charlotte's just gone, well, yeah, man, just hoy it like. There you go.
Thank you.
You are welcome,
Thank you very much.
No, if I had chucked that, knowing my luck, it would have severed one of the cables to the cameras. John would have been in here. Adam would have been on the phone, and they'd have been like, get him off.
No, you're right, Charlotte. You definitely don't want that, do you?
No, you do not want that. Charlotte.
Saying that, you're not in tomorrow, are you?
Oh, no, you guys aren't here tomorrow, are you?
No.
It's your part-timers. Come in for 2 days and then disappear. Wouldn't catch me doing that.
I wouldn't pick at that scab.
Hey?
I wouldn't pick at that scab if I were you.
Excuse me?
I wouldn't pick at that scab if I was you.
All right.
Part-timers, having a go at them.
I've never heard that expression before.
Picking the scab, have you not?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Wouldn't it pick up that scab like?
Yeah.
Hey. I get what it means.
You get what it means?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So what I've done I'm kind
What
of
a horrible expression that is.
pick at that scab.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, move on.
So I've done that outline with the white cardstock, and then what I have done is I have done this in the red, but actually I've jumped one step further because we're going to do a little bit of paper piecing, and this is the one that I need to paper piece. So this is actually the one that I need to cut the decoration out of, so we can run that one through. Once again, that tartan paper is from the Gnome collection. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these bits out of the way. A couple of these little rectangle bits I am going to use, but we're going to snip into this bit that we've done. So we're going to go in now, so I don't need any of these bits here because that's just all waste. So I can take these out. So we've got our presents and we've got them all here. So then what I am going to do, I highly recommend using a tacky glue for this one. So we're going to go onto the back. So for anyone that, once again, hasn't seen Wake Up Call, and I know I will get questions about this.
Why have you got a giant bottle?
Because I use so much.
Ah.
So usually I would use a tiny little small applicator.
Yeah.
But I don't have, I've got one at the side of me here, have I? Yeah. So these are the small applicators that we have on our website. As you can imagine, we go through so much. So what I had at home was an old glue. It had an inexpensive glue, so I decanted it, filled it with a tacky glue. So in case anyone wonders, it's just an old one that I have, but it is our Collage tacky glue that I have inside. I have one similar at home, and when I do my Facebook Lives from home, I always get asked that question. So getting in there with the answer before anyone asks. So what I'm going to do is going to go over the back, Ben, with the tacky glue.
Lots of love for your Buzz Lightyear costume at the start of the show, by the way. That I'm going to stick that on my little wrap-up of the week that I do on my Facebook page, because that was hilarious. Gilmore says, Craig, who are your 3 Martians?
Oh, that's easy. 3 U's.
Oh, there you go.
Charlotte and Johnny.
What do they say again, the Martians?
Ah.
Oh, yeah. What do they do? Oh yeah, the claw is my master. And who was it else said? Someone said we should turn you into a giant snow globe with that helmet on. Oh, Pinky on YouTube said we should turn you
snow
into
globe.
a giant snow globe, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam McDonald, thank you for sorting that out as well. The M74, you've been to Lossiemouth, have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, Lossiemouth. My granddad used to work there at Lossiemouth.
Lossiemouth. Is that a town, is it? Or like a county, Lossiemouth? Oh, is it like, is it like a, sounds like a big county.
That's when he used to work on the roads.
Huh?
Lossiemouth, it'll be a town, yeah.
Oh, a town.
Yeah.
Lossiemouth, okay.
I have always said geography, even in Scotland, isn't my strong point.
I just find I know my geography, I think, in the UK as far as about Newcastle. And then, yeah, Scotland, I have no idea. If I was to drive into Scotland, I don't know where anything is in Scotland. Glasgow's right, isn't it? No. Hang on, if I was driving, which way is Edinburgh, which way is Glasgow? Glasgow is right, isn't it? Is Glasgow on the east coast or west coast? Left, west. So it's that. So left for Glasgow, right for Edinburgh. You get to Edinburgh first if you went up the road from here, wouldn't you? Yeah.
See, the thing is I'm that used to thinking of going to Edinburgh and Glasgow in the other direction. If I think about going to Glasgow or Edinburgh, I always think about going down to Edinburgh.
Because Carnoustie's even further.
Carnoustie's a way up. Yeah, Carnoustie's from Edinburgh. It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes further up. Glasgow, it's in the same route, but it's about 1 hour and 40 minutes because you go in a further direction. So when, if I was to, I'm always thinking of coming from Carnoustie, so I'm going down to Edinburgh and Glasgow, whereas now, here, I have to think that I'm going up.
And you're 4 hours from here to Carnoustie, aren't you?
Pretty much.
So you must be nearly at the end of the country.
Well, so where I am, Carnoustie, less than actually an hour's drive further up is Aberdeen. So then we're going into the Granite City.
1 hour from Carnoustie is Aberdeen?
Yeah, less. And Lossiemouth, Elgin is towards that, way up in Aberdeen, it's way up there.
So how far, and then you go again, even further, apparently. Mm-hmm. So how far are you from Gretna Green then? Because that's as far as you can go, isn't it? No. John
O'Groats.
John O'Groats, rather.
Oh, gosh. I don't actually know how far I would be, from Carnoustie to John O'Groats.
I just can't imagine how much further north you can go than this place.
Yeah, it is Charlotte. Charlotte's right, saying Scotland's massive. I know it kind of looks small.
Right, so hang on a minute. So from Carnoustie to John O'Groats, there's another 266 miles, so that's another 3 hours. So from here, from here to John O'Groats is 7 hours.
5, 6, 7 hours. Yeah, I know.
So so if I was to drive from where my parents live in South Devon, which isn't even the bottom of the country, it would take 13 hours to drive from there to John O'Groats, and it's about So if you were to drive from the, sorry, I know this is completely off topic, but if you were to drive from the bottom of the country, so from Land's End to John O'Groats,
yeah,
how long that would take? About what, Johnny? 14 and a half hour drive. 830. Well, I did not know that. 837 miles. But in America, and that's a day trip, isn't it? 837 miles.
Yeah.
It's nothing in America. 837 miles. I can't believe that.
Crazy.
So from point to point, 837 miles.
But yeah, if I go home and I drive home, Ben, from leaving my front door in the car to arriving to my mum's house in Carnoustie is pretty much bang on 4 hours. Bang on 4 hours. If I don't stop, if I don't need to stop, it's bang on 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That just makes me think about how small the UK is in comparison to America. So 14 hours.
You genuinely did think I was quite near the top of Scotland, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I also thought when I first came up here, then when Charlotte said that she lived like an hour north further of here, I couldn't believe that you could go much further north within England. I knew like Scotland is obviously on top of us.
Yeah.
But, wow, that mind boggles. The mind boggles.
I know, it's scary. It is scary to think.
Are the roads not very good up into Scotland as well? Is that part of the reason?
The roads are good. Yeah. We've got really good roads. And the thing is as well, with a lot of our roads is they're scenic roads as well. Yeah. So, there is the roads. For instance, when I go home, I do tend to go the coastway. Yeah. Which, to be fair, if you get stuck behind a lorry or something like that, you're scuppered. Yeah. But you do get a lot of lovely scenes. A lot of lovely scenes.
Patricia has just said, Ben said, what we're chatting about, the distance, that is about the distance between the ends of California, i.e. from the Mexican border to the Oregon border. So that is just like one state is the size of our whole country.
And I always, if I think about it as well, Ben, I think that let's say from London Heathrow to New York is 5 hours. Yeah. And I drive from my house to my mum's house and it's 4 hours. Yeah. So I thought, obviously, taking into account, I would need to get to Heathrow, but with an extra hour, I could be in New York.
I now want to know the answer to this question. Sorry, how have we got to this? How many UKs would fit into America? Huh? What? Shush. 40 UKs would fit into the US. The landmass of the US is so vast, the whole of the UK could fit inside more than 40 times.
That's crazy.
That is unbelievable.
The thing is, there's even some states that are that big that, you stay in that one state, but you still need to fly to get to the other end. It's that big. It's crazy to think things like that. It's crazy, absolutely.
I've been watching what you're doing, but the conversation,
all that I'm doing is paper piecing, so it's been fine actually to have a wee chat about that while paper piecing it.
Boggles.
Absolutely boggles, doesn't it? It really, really does.
Beth says, I drive 83 miles one way to my office when I go there. 83 miles. Caroline saying, Scotland is beautiful. I love the scenery when I went there. That's somewhere definitely. I move up here a week on Friday, and I definitely need to get up the other side of the border and have a little look around Scotland. There's some lovely places out there, isn't there?
It's one of these, having spent all my life, that take it for granted. So I haven't actually travelled in a lot of places in Scotland. So now that I'm not there, and certainly with COVID and staycation and that, one of the things I would love to do, desperate to get back to America, but one of the things I would love to do is, of course, travel Scotland. travel Scotland and see a lot of the sites that I've got nearer the house, nearer home.
But Edinburgh is within striking distance from here, though, right? From what you said.
So Edinburgh will be pretty much about a 3-hour drive.
From here.
Yeah.
And that is
Pretty
more
much.
of a picturesque city than Glasgow, isn't it?
What I always
More
say,
history.
Ben, is if you really want to hit the shops and that, go to Glasgow.
Right.
But if you want the old town, the historic, the history, everything like that, go to Edinburgh. They do have great shops, but yeah, Edinburgh. I say it a million times. New York is my favourite place in the whole entire world. Edinburgh is my second favourite. It's, you know, close to New York.
Wow.
It's been my favourites. Edinburgh is absolutely gorgeous. I love how if you get the train in, you come out of Waverley Station, and the way that you come out, if you turn right, you're into like the new Edinburgh, you know, the stylish uptown, you know, with the pubs and the shops and that. But if you turn left, you go into the old town Edinburgh, you know, with the vaults and Mary King's Close and all the original building work and everything like that. And you go that way, and it's hard to believe that literally over the bridge, a few-minute walk, is still Edinburgh. It's phenomenal, an absolute phenomenal city.
Well, there you go. That was your UK/Scotland chat, and now you're up to date. I still can't believe that. 40 UKs inside the US.
That's mind-boggling.
Fred171 says that does not include Alaska and Hawaii.
Doesn't?
Apparently not. Hawaii I loved. Went there on my honeymoon. Went to Hawaii. It was one stop that we did. We did 10 days on our honeymoon. I kind of wish we'd either chosen one place or stayed longer. We did LA, Hawaii, San Francisco. It's pretty awesome.
Did you leave your heart?
I left my heart in San Francisco.
Yeah.
What I loved about Hawaii, I think I've said this before, because you know I love like bright shirts, and I've got a lot of Hawaiian shirts at home. In like the little corner shops that they have in Hawaii, like your convenience stores, all of the ones we went and sold Hawaiian shirts, and I just think that was really cool. You know, pop down to your local convenience store to get a bottle of milk and a Hawaiian shirt. So I got 2 or 3 actual Hawaiian shirts. Maybe I'll wear one in one day.
Yeah. Hawaii's never been one of those places that I thought, oh, I would love to go.
Oh, really?
If the opportunity came up, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't pass it down, pass it up, would you?
No. But
I just liked it, particularly for the fact I used to love the TV show Magnum PI.
All right.
And that was based in Hawaii. So yeah, that was one of the reasons. And of course, we went to Oahu. Beautiful beaches, beautiful weather, lovely food over there as well. Ah dear.
Good fruit, fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Right, so now that I've got all of these main bits done, what I've done is a cherry-picked section out of that red layer that I've cut, and I've done a couple of the bits are actually paper pieces, more are just like paper placement, and what I've done is I cut them out and I placed them on top of selected part of the designs. So we've got our present. The middle one here is we've done a mountain fold, so we lifted it up, and then the 2 bits left and right we've done a valley, so we've folded them inwards, so we get a W or an M, whichever way that you look at it. You do get a score line, so the score line is there, but I would really, really strongly advise you to enhance that score line with your score tool. And then I have die cut the mechanism into white smooth stamping card. And the other thing I would highly recommend, Ben, is when it comes to the worker die, this one, really, really give it a proper fold and burnish. You can't overdo it. The more you do it, the more flexible the fibres will become, and therefore the more free-flowing that the mechanism or the actual inside will be when it comes to popping in and out of your card. So I'm making sure that I go back on itself. And that was a question the other day saying, can you overdo it? No, you can't. Not within this one. You really want to separate the fibres. So I'm happy with that. And then what will happen is these, the left and the right here, we're going to pull it in on itself.
Oh, like a little tent.
Either a tent or 2 little legs. You know, there's a lot of different ways some people reference it as.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do, before we assemble that one into it, Ben, I'm going to take a couple of these layers. We're going to do a small little card. So we're going to do it 4.5 by 6 card, and I'm going to do some of these mats and layers first, also from the Gnome collection.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. Sue says, love your weekly wrap-ups, Ben. Yeah, I'm enjoying doing those, actually. There'll be another one end of this week. Yeah, Caroline just saying, Scotland, beautiful. Love the scenery when I went there. Stephanie saying, I love the plaid paper used on those gift boxes. And Christine Thomas on YouTube, I finished a 10-state trip across the US, 6,800 miles in 20 days, 3 national parks, camping, wildlife, and lots of motorcycles. 6,800 miles in 20 days.
Amazing.
That's 340 miles a day, isn't it?
That's what I thought as well.
Look at him over there, not a clue. And Julie Vergara on Facebook says, I'm going to Hawaii in 15 days, can't wait. Where are you going in Hawaii, Julie? Let me know. If you can pick me up another Hawaiian shirt, that'd be brilliant. Oh dear, to go on holiday. Next year.
Yeah.
Next year. Where do you tend to go? Do you go abroad when you have time off or not really?
No, what seems to be a recurring theme, Ben, is I tend to go maybe away every 4 or 5 years, and it's to America, whether it's Florida or, we all know the story in New York last year, but obviously everyone was in the same boat. And just, while we are slowly, but, we're becoming, or we're getting out of the situation we're in.
Yeah.
I think for the time being, America, for me, is definitely off the cards for this year anyway. Just make sure that everything's settled down and that we're all safe in that. And then hopefully look to get back across the pond next year.
Yes. Just whilst you are cutting the mechanism, Lynn says, if we wanted to use the twist and pop mechanism to make our own pop out, what dimensions would we need to make them?
That's a really good question. Do you know something? That's kind of like saying, how long's a piece of string? It completely depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess the bigger the thing you attach to the mechanism, the less it is going to twist and pop, isn't it?
What I would say, yeah, you're right. What I would suggest is take one of them. So take this outline, and whatever it is that you're wanting to have to twist and pop, make sure it's roughly the size of this one. So roughly that is 8.5 inches by 3 3/4. So whatever you're doing, if you kind of have it within that diameter of the measurements, then you're going to be pretty much good to go. In saying that, you will still have scope to make it smaller, maybe make it a little bit bigger, but it is going to be have a trial and error. Take your inexpensive cardstock and give it a few tries, see how it works out. Once you're happy, then commit with your good cardstock. So that's what I would suggest with that one.
Good stuff. Any more questions you got? Anything you want to ask? Do get those questions in on Facebook and on YouTube. Julie on Facebook just says, we are going to Oahu. So excited. I loved it there. Absolutely brilliant, Julie. You'll have a lovely time. Lovely time.
Rightio. So what I would do is at home, when it comes to these twist and pop, I would be using my wet glue, my tacky glue.
Oh yeah.
But you do need to give it a few moments for it to dry, and on air we don't have that luxury of time, and what will happen, sometimes it prizes away from the back layer of the card. So what I would do is suggest using your red liner tape. So what I would do is I've gone in with the triangle and I've popped some red liner tape at the top of each of the triangle parts. Then what I'm going to do as well, if we then come in with our mechanism, so what would happen, so let's bring in this one here. So that would then sit right within the middle of our layer that you can see here. So what I would also do is if we bring in the actual present, so to speak, then what I would then do is I would then come along and then I would tuck this one over the top here and this one under the back here, and then what I can do is I can take a hold of it so I can kind of see. Let's not do what I done on Wake Up Call this morning.
Stuck it all back to front,
Stuck
upside
it all
down,
back to front, yeah.
side to side.
So let's go so it's that way. So let's go in that way and then into that way. So we've got, so there we go. So then we've got our mechanism that would twist and pop that way. So now that I am happy, I know exactly where it's going to go. Let's go in with my red liner tape once again. Let's use my thicker stuff, Ben, make it a bit quicker. There we go. Get these ones here.
And is that the definitive way of doing it then, like you're doing it now, like assembling it before you stick it to the card? Because I have seen other people like attach the mechanism and then stick it, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, you can pop the mechanism in to start with, but what I find is you end up fighting with the front and the back of your card, because is if you put these ones in first of all, Ben, there's only so far, once you've attached the triangles there, once you've attached them together, there's only so much space that you've got that this card blank will allow you to open, to pop it in. So for me personally, I find it a lot better to be doing it separately before I pop it into the card. Once again, it's going to be one of those that try both ways. Try both ways. You're going to find out the way that you like to do it, that you find it easier to do. And I would suggest do it both ways, because you're not going to know until you've done it both ways which one is easiest. So I'm going to take, actually I don't want to take that one off just yet, just in case. So what we can do is then we're going to come in with our mechanism again. So let's making sure I get them in the right way. So that would go there, see, there we go. Making sure. So what you want to do is make sure the opening, I know this might sound obvious, but make sure the opening is actually facing away from you. Then that way you're going to know that it's going to work a treat. So we've got them that way. So let's fold it in on itself into there. And then what I can do as well on this one, take the back off, there, and then there. That one can go over the back into here. So then what will happen is if I hold them that way, we're going to have that twist and pop. So I'm going to take the backing off. There. I've got a couple of bits of decoration, but do you know what? I've got my finished card to the side of me. So what we'll do is we'll do this one into the middle, and then I'll show you what I've done to decorate the front.
I think the main focus was to see just getting the mechanism made, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then how you attach your decoration to it.
That's
which
it.
you've done.
So then press that in. So then we've got the mechanism.
Woohoo!
So we've got the twist and the pop, open and close in. If I was to use my tacky glue, which I would do at home, I wouldn't be able to open it quite just yet, because what would happen is it would peel away from the cardstock. So once again, let's come in. So a little bit of decoration with the gnomes.
Oh, little gnomes.
Open and close. Got the twist and pop.
Fantastic. Super cute, right? And brilliant for the fact that you've got all of those different dies in there to be able to create the decorations. One thing that you will need to add into your basket individually, of course, is the mechanism. If you haven't got it, that's the deal for the bundle. The mechanism will flash up the details here. So this is back in stock. You will need that to be able to create that twist and pop. But of course, then once you've got it, you can then add all the other twist and pop dies to it as well to create all of those great twist and pops. And like Lynn was asking about, if you want to be able to create your own decorations to twist and pop, then you've got the ability to do that as well. £6.39 is platinum, $7.96 if you're a platinum member on that, or two for... Oh, that's not right, is it? That's not right, is it?
Two for... No,
that's not right. That's absolute garbage. Don't look at that. Ignore that. I tell you what, I'm going to come back and show you in just a few moments' time our out of this world deal. Whilst we get ready to do that, let us give you a chance to check out your baskets, because I know it's a busy old Tuesday afternoon. So we'll be back in 2. Go check out your baskets. We'll be right back. We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome back. Well done if you've checked out your baskets. Loads of you just loving that last demo, by the way. Lots of love for the colours of cardstock that Craig was using. And Diana just saying, I plan on doing Craig's ways from now on. Fantastic demo, Craig, says Lynn. Right, it is now time to show you today's... Oh, yeah, you need to put your... Go on, quickly put your... It is now time to show you today's... Out of this world deal!
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 Deal.
Deal.
I think that's my favourite thing ever. Oh dear. You know how you have your shirt for the foil press? Mm-hmm. That needs, if we ever do, well, we will do one. If we do another one of these shows together without this world deal, that needs to be your out of this world deal helmet.
Okay.
And you actually need to put that on. I know you were planning on not keeping that, weren't you? You were planning on.
I was going to be gifting it.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like you should
keep it
now. Yeah. I would say get me one as well, but it's quite. I mean, you've got a smaller head than me.
It just fits mine.
It's
so
never going to go on my
yours.
massive bonds. Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance.
You've got
anyway,
an adult head.
Huh?
You've got an adult head.
Yeah.
I've still got a small kiddie head.
Small peony head.
Small kiddie head.
Oh, kiddie head. Kiddie head. Right. It's time to do the Out of This World deal. This is brilliant. Talking of small, the Mini. Mini but mighty. If you are looking for a manual die cutting machine, potentially as your first ever machine, or if you're looking for a way to be able to do like quick die cutting when you don't necessarily need to use your Junior or your Gemini, then this is a great little machine to look at. 6x3 size, of course, here. And what we love about it, as you saw earlier on, you've got your manual handle there. All you're literally going to get with this is your folder, which is for all your die cutting. You're then going to get your plastic shim, so you're going to use that for your 2D embossing folders, and then your 3D embossing folders go straight through as well. So it's all nice and easy to remember. It's super simplistic, but of course with this you still get the pressure you would expect from a Gemini, the pressure that you know and love from our electronic die cutting machines. Super portable. You've got the suckers on the bottom there as well, so when you are using this, it's not going to be slip sliding all over the place. It stays nice and firm, and as I said, as a great little machine for portability, for preciseness, for practicalities, you got it right there. It is simplicity without electricity. But here's the kicker with this: we're not just giving you the machine today for your Out of This World deal, you are also going to receive the storage bag for free. That's worth $12.99. or $16.95. That is yours for free within this deal. So you've got ultimate portability to take your Gemini Mini wherever it is that you want to go. But bear in mind, the Out of This World deal is only here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. So grab it today. Great little gift idea for somebody. If the kids are getting interested in perhaps crafting as well, that is a super way to get them doing their die cutting and embossing. And that is today's Out of This World deal.
Deal!
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 Deal! That is brilliant. I love the fact that you've just actually got, where has that been plucked from?
We've got a wardrobe through in our green room.
Oh, so you just keep that in there as a matter of course, do you?
There's certain ones, yeah, certain purple top and foil press top, these sorts of ones I use occasionally, then I just keep into the wardrobe.
I did get a gold one a while back, but I don't know where that is. Maybe I'll have to dig that out after the move and next Full Press show we do together, because I know Joe's got a blue one, hasn't he?
He's got a blue one, yeah. That's in the wardrobe as well.
Yeah. That looks hot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to derobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and take the helmet off as well because you're steaming.
Yeah, no, steaming up.
Yeah. Whilst he's derobing, let me show you the Christmas mini collage stamp collection. 69 elements in total here, and there was lots of love for this when this launched last week, wasn't it? It was on Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. Really, really cool. And actually, if you love, stamp sets that allow you to create gorgeous backgrounds and then gorgeous focal points as well, then this is superb. They're all going to work beautifully together, but then actually taking the individual elements that you've got from these stamp sets, you've got some really, really nice ideas right here. So that is your snow day with your snow folk there. Love the fact that you get little backgrounds. You've got little corner stamps as well, and 3 different choices of snowflake for you too. And of course, they all come with different sentiments as well. This one here is your Under the Christmas Tree. Again, really beautiful. The fact that you've got little background layers that you can layer up. You've got a little frame with this one as well. And then your Christmas tree with all of those beautiful presents too. Next up, wouldn't be Christmas really, would it not, without your Christmas poinsettia. Again, love the fact that you've got like that sort of like frosted effect on the background. You've got more little swirls, more corners in there. You've got more of those sentiments too. And like we said, these sets as a whole are going to work beautifully together, but then you're going to take elements of these and combine them with others as well, just to really, create, have fun, improvise with these. There is so much to go with. That one there is your Holly Christmas. Next up, again, kind of covering off all sorts of aspects of Christmas, I suppose, really. This one, a bit more of a religious theme, if you like, with the Mary and Joseph stamps on there, and your star, and a little town of Bethlehem, just one of the sentiments that you're going to get. Then again, staying on that religious theme, you've got your vintage angel. How gorgeous is that frame here with the Oh Holy Night? Then again, if you love your backgrounds with that kind of like vintage script, you've got it there with that stamp. This one here is your Glad Tidings. And I think there is one more, yes, this beautiful Church at Christmas. But again, as we talked about with some of the other Christmas collections that we've got, these are skewed towards that time of the year, but there's lots of stamps again within this collection that you're going to be using, at other times of the year as well. That church, for example, brilliant for wedding cards, brilliant for christenings as well. Just to quickly show you, I know Craig's probably got more over there, some finished samples. This is the kind of thing that you can achieve with these. And I just think, again, if you are looking for inexpensive ways of being able to create your own Christmas cards this year, this is a great way to do it. We've got plenty of options as far as stamping is concerned with the stamping platform deals that we've got currently. And as I say, if you're looking for a way to create your first Christmas cards this year, this is a brilliant collection because there's loads of scope within it. 69 elements in total, and all you will pay today for your platinum is $33.56 or $42.97. Let us get on over to Craig just to have a look at these in action, because the way I look at these, as I say, is that sort of the collections that we've put together, you've got scope within those collections, but then of course you can pick and choose. I think I remember you saying with the last sort of collage stamp collection that we had, you just said that these are all about having a bit of a mix and a match and just having a bit of fun with them.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And do you know what? Yes, if you're going to do any alcohol colouring on them, which we're actually going to do some watercolouring, but if you're going to do alcohol colouring, then of course use your alcohol-proof ink pads, your finesse. If you're going to do your watercolouring, still use your waterproof. Other than that, do you know what? Have fun. Mix and match. So the demo that I started on Wake Up Call last Friday using these, which I ended up doing a Facebook Live on Friday night with them, what we done is we mixed water reactive, we mixed full bleaching, we done alcohol colouring with the tri-blends. So we were mixing and matching all of these different mediums. So we were having fun. I wasn't overly thinking it. I was trying to explain to you, just go in, get the colour down and have fun. Now the one that I'm going to do I've already pre-done, so I already know what I'm going to do. Otherwise, try and not think about it. Just go in with the colour, lay it down and see what you come up with. So forgiving. There's no rules as such within crafting, but if there's anything where there is absolutely no rules, it's something like this. So what we're going to do is I've got watercolour cards here, and I've got this to 4.5 by 6 inches. And we're going to go with our water reactive ink pads. So we're going to go Seal Brown, Lemon Tonic and Chinese Red. And what we're also going to do, Ben, is we're going to be using our Church at Christmas set here. So to do the stamp, because we're going to do some of the watercolouring, I will be using my waterproof. But to start with, what I'm going to do is, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to go in with my ink pads first of all, so you can see the destination as to what we're going to do once we've done this section.
Final destination.
Amazing films. Amazing films.
Oh, I knew you'd appreciate those. I only saw the first one. But how many of those were made? 4?
No, there's about 6.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, about 6 of them. The first one always fascinated me, how it was just a great big circle, and by the end of it, it was...
A great big circle?
Well, it was like a circle, and the way that it started and then the way that it ended, the ones on the plane were actually watching the ones that were in the accident on the plane.
Oh, I need to rewatch it.
You need to rewatch it,
I do
yeah.
need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I've got loads of films that I need to line up and see, because Leanne on launch day has tasked me to watch. Have you seen Nacho Libre?
No, but I've heard about
with
it.
With Jack Black. It's about a wrestler. About a what are they called? Luchador wrestler.
Arriba!
Yeah, gotta watch that. What was the other one she said I needed to watch for tomorrow? Oh, Calamity Jane. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. And what was the one old Jakey out there said I had to watch? A horror movie. Oh, Insidious. Have you seen that?
It's very alien-like horror.
What do you mean alien-like?
Well, it's the creature's like an alien.
Oh, he ruined it now. Ruined it. Oh. Jake said it's like the best horror movie ever, and he was saying that he was playing me the song from it the other day, and it was creeping me out. Yeah, it's creeping me out. So those three.
Insidious. What am I thinking of then?
Oh, are you thinking of Jeepers Creepers?
No. Oh, that scene on Jeepers Creepers when they go and drive past the house and the guy's just standing and watching as they drive. Better not go down. Gosh, if this was Georgina here, we would have been right off the subject by now. You know what she's like with horrors. She hates us talking about them. Yeah? I'm giving you 5 more seconds on that subject, and then you have to wrap it up.
Oh dear.
Adding the colour. So what I've done to start with, Ben, is I've gone in with Lemon Tonic, and then I'm building up now.
I've just been told we briefly lost you for a second there. The signal went down, but I believe that you are back. So apologies for that. John's just gone and put 10p in the meter. He hadn't fed the meter today, so that's what it was. What are we talking about? I can't remember.
Can't remember now.
Blending. That's what we're talking about. Blending.
So what I would say as well about blending, when it comes to blending with our water reactive ink pads, it's very, very easy to get a perfect seamless blend. What I would say as well, and this is going with the try and not be too particular, and see if you get any line marks, if you get any harsh lines, anything like that, I'm not bothered about them. I'm not bothered because you're wanting that rustic look, you're wanting that collage look, that free-flowing look. So I'm going to go round with the seal brown now. And the thing is as well, we can kind of already see with this one here, I'm nowhere near the look as to what my finished one has been. So you're going to get a different look every single time. But then what I'm going to do is go back in with the lemon tonic. I'm going to go over it again, and then I'm going to highlight certain areas. So I'm going around, very random. I'm not bothered, once again, about the harsh lines that you can see the actual circle of the ink. I want to go in there and simply lay down the colour.
We've got these colours on the show for you as well, actually. We've got quick dries, we've got water reactives on the show for you as well, and we've got the metallics, which we might just touch on a little bit later on for you, but you can find all of those on our show page right now, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu, if you want to fill up your baskets. Lots of lovely chat coming in as well, by the way. Lots of people chatting about the Out of This World deal, actually, and just saying everybody should have a mini, quick, easy, and you'll be surprised at how many things actually fit through it. Clarissa says, looking forward to using my newly received Gemini Mini. Lots of love for that free storage bag as well. And just generally, a lot of people enjoying the show tonight, enjoying the education, enjoying the fun. Jean Marie says, you two have me crying with laughter. That's always good. And
see, tomorrow when I come in, see if I wake up tomorrow morning with an email from our boss Jenny and Erin going, see, when you come in tomorrow, can you come into the office and see us, please? If depending on what the subject will be, I might just say to them, well, actually, can you go back and review Launch Party and see how much everyone loved what we were doing.
And in case you missed it, by the way, because for Holidays Design says, what is the story behind Craig's buzz helmet? It was basically just yesterday. Well, he's wearing what he wore yesterday, and he was wearing he's got the aliens from Toy Story on his shoes. So I just said, "Oh, you look like Buzz Lightyear today," and of course he then took it to the next level and went, "Oh, I'm gonna go and buy the helmet." And then he bought the helmet, and we said, "How funny would it be if he turned up as Buzz Lightyear?" And that's why he has turned up as Buzz Lightyear. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did, yeah.
It's been good fun. It's been good fun. Why are you flicking water on the card, Craig?
So what I want to do is I want to create a faux bleaching effect. So you can then, if you've got your spritzing tool, I know I think Leanne was using them in launch day, you can spritz some water, but I've gone in with some water on a paintbrush and I'm dabbing off the back of my hand so that what will happen is where all this water will land, because it's water reactive, what will happen, Ben, is what we call a faux bleaching effect. So the water is actually lifting the colour up. The longer you leave it, the more the colour is going to be lifted. The shorter you leave it, the more subtle it's going to be.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I'm going to leave that just a little bit longer because you can already see how it's starting to pick up the colour there. So I'm going to sit it just for a moment or two. And then what I'm going to do is if I go in with another piece of cardstock and I'm going to, once again, let's ink this one. But all that I'm going to do is I'm going to go round the edges subtly with the lemon tonic and a little bit of the Chinese red, and then we can go back to the background that we've started.
And just recapping that background as well, because Connie wants to know the colours of ink that you used for the first frame. That was lemon tonic and...
Lemon tonic, Chinese red, and then went round the edges with seal brown.
Seal brown.
All water reactive.
Yeah.
I did indeed. And with this one, it's lemon tonic and Chinese red that I'm using.
And as I said to you, we've got all of the different colours. We've got quick dry, we've got the water reactive, and also the metallic ink pads on the show for you as well, which we'll touch on in just a few moments' time. Busy Lizzie on YouTube says, Craig's shirt matched with the helmet so well, it's very appropriate as my husband is watching a programme about Apollo 11 with Buzz Aldrin in it. Yes, Buzz Aldrin, not to be confused, of course, with Buzz Lightyear. And actually, Robert on Facebook says, Craig, you need a cape with the helmet for next time. Maybe we can get Bernie to make you a... Although I don't know if Buzz Lightyear had a cape.
Did Buzz have a cape? Buzz didn't have a cape, did he? I don't think he did.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't, because he had wings, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had the little button there that he pressed, and then the wings
came out.
Popped out like flashing wings.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice idea.
Nice idea. Maybe if they do another Toy Story. No, they've said that they're definitely not, haven't they?
Finished, haven't they?
Finished.
Yeah. 4 was good. Did you see it?
No, I've still not seen it yet.
You've not seen Toy Story 4?
No, well, everyone tells me that they cry at it.
It's the best one. No! It's really good. It's a really good film. What was the one I wasn't so bothered about? I think it was maybe the third one. Which was the one
I wasn't bothered about the third one.
Which was the one with the teddy bear? The bad teddy bear?
Yeah,
that was number 3. I wasn't bothered about that.
Me
1 and
neither.
2 were good, and then 3 was like, meh. 4, yeah, really good. 3 he goes off to uni, does he? No, 2 he goes.
2 goes to high school, doesn't he? 3 uni. 3's uni.
Is it?
Yeah. And then his sister.
So at the end of 3, he goes off to uni and gives the toys to the little girl. That's right. And then 4, then yeah. Oh, well, I won't spoil it in case you haven't watched it. Rachel's just said Toy Story was the first thing I ever saw at the cinema. Wow, that makes me feel old.
I can't believe how old it is.
Was it 95 Toy Story?
Yeah.
Patricia's never seen any Toy Story. Patricia, you need to, if you want a real feel-good movie that you're going to laugh at, cry at, you need to watch it. And there's some really good music in there as well. Old, what's the name of the guy? Randy
Orton. Orton.
Not Randy Orton. Randy Newman, that's it. Randy Newman does all the music for it. It's a really good soundtrack. Yes, there we go. So as soon as Leanne set me some film watching to do tonight, I'm setting you, Patricia, there you go. Toy Story. Not yet though, after we finished here. You need to go watch Toy Story.
It's funny, after yesterday and today with all this Buzz Lightyear talk, I actually want to go and watch, start from the original Toy Story.
I think you need to. If you haven't seen number 4 yet, you definitely need to go back and watch 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Well, maybe skip 3. 1, 2, and then number 4. I didn't. No, Charlotte, it says that 3 was good and 4 was terrible.
It's a bit like Home Alone. Home Alone 1 is amazing. Home Alone 2 is just totally amazing. And then 3, it's watchable. And then 4 is just like diabolical onwards. And then there's like, what is it? It's like Home Alone, Bone Alone or whatever.
Bone Alone, the one with the dogs.
Yeah, the one with the dogs.
Yeah. I bought that. It was in the bargain bin at WH Smith one Christmas. Bone Alone.
Bone Alone with the dogs.
And it's a genuine film. You look that up, Johnny. It's basically dogs who have to save their house from robbers. Genuine movie. WH Smith DVD bargain bin, and I gave it to someone as a what do you call it? Secret Santa gift. Not well received, to be honest with you. It's a terrible movie. I mean, you know, really, don't you, from the title of the movie?
Bone Alone.
Not going to win any Oscars, that one, is it not?
No.
Bone Alone.
No.
Oh dear.
It won't. But yeah, the other ones are good. So yeah, I think maybe I'll go back and watch some Toy Story maybe over the weekend.
Patricia says, I noticed that Craig goes over and over and over the cardstock, applying ink a bit at a time.
Yep.
I'm too impatient, then end up getting harsh lines. Looks
There
like
you
I
go.
need to ink up the glass as much as the paper. So that's the reason why.
There you go. Yeah, you've actually answered your own issue there. So yeah, go lightly and build up the colour. Very similar to what Ben was talking about today when it come to doing your scoring. Mm-hmm. So if you go heavy-handed and score once really strongly, you're going to tear your cardstock. So when you do your boxes or anything where you're actually scoring your lines, do it lightly and do it a couple of times. Same with the inking. If you go heavy-handed straight in, you're going to get those harsh lines, whether it's the square or the circle. So start lightly. Plus, if you do start lightly and you get a few harsh lines, you can blend them out by simply layering on top of each other. So absolutely, if you do have issues in that way, that's what you need to do. Start lightly and build and build and build.
Good stuff. Get the questions in, as I say. Anything else that you want to ask, anything you want to throw our way? We've already got 55. How is that time gone?
Wow.
55 minutes. I tell you what, we've had some right old chats tonight, haven't we?
We have.
Scotland,
It's been fab.
US, movies.
Bone Alone.
Bone Alone. Oh
Yeah.
dear, oh
Toy
dear.
Story.
Heidi says, I want to give a shout out to Ben's wife. While he's working, haha, she's at home packing up the house. What a sport. Laura won't be. Laura, yeah. But the thing is, Laura. This sounds horrible. Laura's finished. Like she's packed her job in now, so it's fair. It's fair, isn't it? I'm working, so. But to be fair, we've packed up most of the house now anyway. There's been the majority of it's done now, so I don't feel that sorry for Mrs M that she's at home up to her eyes in boxes, because we've done quite a lot.
Does Laura and the kids, do they ever watch you?
Well, Laura, no. I think because she's been quite busy with her childminding, and she just normally, like, her laptop, for example, is Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol or something like that.
Something more interesting.
No, she's not watching that. The kids, the childminding.
Oh, the kids are. I do love a bit of Muddy Puddles.
Yeah. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles. George definitely doesn't, because he's too busy fixed to his PS5. Daisy, I think, would watch me, because she is genuinely interested in what I do, and is genuinely wanting to come in here and wants to get to do some more crafting when we move up. But she doesn't really have access to be able to do it, because she's sort of only 10. I don't really want her glued to,
No, that's fair enough.
Phones and tablets.
Being closer to the office and that, and if schools are off and service days or that, she can always come in with you or that.
Yeah. She will do as well, definitely. We'll definitely get her in on a little on a wake-up call if you're up for that.
Yeah, too right. I think it'd be good if she wanted to do it live, but even if it was like a pre-record, sometimes we do with Charlie and Oliver.
Well, Daisy did one as well. We did a little one on my Facebook page where she made slime.
That's right, yeah.
So I think I don't know how we would do it, but I don't think she would necessarily come in and do something live. But if you were doing something like a little craft along, she would stand over here with me and chat along and give it a go. I think that'd be super cute.
That would be really, really cute. Yeah. So cute.
Yeah.
I'll need to get someone sorted then, Ben.
It's great, isn't it, though, how the kids all have a go. And like you say, Charlie and Oliver have been on, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because who was it who gate-crashed your wake-up call? Was that Oliver? Oliver, wasn't it? Was it Charlie?
No, Charlie. It was Charlie. Yeah, it was Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Charlie.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's good just seeing what they do and what they can create as well.
Yeah.
Right, what I'll do is I'll explain what I've been doing here. So I stamped the holly and also the acorn. Now, I was pretty much perfect when it comes to stamping. I'm going to say it again. Don't worry. If you miss little bits, like up into here, I kind of missed the corner and that, don't worry about it. It's that organic look that you want to go for. So don't fret too much about it. I've gone in with a tricolour aquas. What I've done with the holly is I've gone in with the sage and done a little bit of watercolouring. When it comes to the acorn, I've gone in with what was, where's my brown here? The chestnut. And then this is where, prime example, when I say about mixing mediums. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in with my tri-blend. So I'm going to go in with the dark red blend. No, let's go in with the mid-tone. And I'm going to colour these berries in here. So being very quick, I'm not doing the blended colour. I'm only going to go in with that mid-tone. And I'm going to colour them in. So we're mixing our tri-blend alcohol on top. So there's that one there. And then what I'm going to do, using the same stamp set, I'm going in with this script here. Now I'm going to go in with Seal Brown Quick Dry. So I'm going to stamp, so mix in the medium again, and I'm going to go in with the deep brown stamping.
Oh, Rachel just said that you've, I didn't even pick up on it. It shows how much I'm concentrating tonight. You called the pine cone an acorn. Pine cone and acorn. Pine cone and acorn, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. Twice, not once, but twice. So I didn't even notice. No, there's a pine cone, isn't there? There's a pine cone on the, pine cone. I can't.
Potato.
Pine cone, acorn. Acorn's like a little. Acorn's a little. Yeah, acorn. And there's a pine cone. That's really hard to say the sentence. Pine cone, acorn. Acorn, pine cone. Question for Craig, says Patricia. Sorry, very quickly. Is the centre untouched on that white cardstock, or is there a faint layer of ink?
Half and half. There's a faint layer of ink, but I say faint only because I've not fully focused into the middle because it's going to get covered up. So there is a very little bit of ink there, but even if it was pure white, if I hadn't gone right into the middle, it wouldn't matter because it's going to get covered up in a second.
Yes.
But this was here, so we've done water reactive in the back, we've done tricolour, we've done a little bit of our tri-blend alcohol, and then with the script, we went in with our quick dry seal brown. So once again, I know I've said it a few times, Ben, but mixing the mediums, the colour in mediums, having a bit of a play and just going all out. So this one, we're going in with the colour. So what we're going to do is, let's take the script off. Let's go in with this top corner here. And I got this size by roughly following the size of that stamp there. Let's take this brown ink off there. And then I'm going to go in to the top there. So this one, let's use our black again, or our flagstone. And then I'm going to stamp that one towards the top there. I'm going to do again at the bottom. And then what we can do is we can come in with our script before we do the church. So we've got a nice little frame coming together. So let's actually do the church first of all so we can see and position it where we want it to go. And once again, I'm still going to use my waterproof for this one because we're going to do another quick bit of watercolouring and then we can assemble the card and that will be it done.
That'd be quite nice for a little, I don't know, sort of a wedding order of service or something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would do.
It would. Really pretty.
See how I've missed down in the corner and down in the corner there?
Yeah.
Not bothered.
Oh.
Leave it. Don't worry about it. You know, don't worry about it. In actual fact, when it comes to using these, very rarely would I use my large magnetic base because kind of doing the opposite to what we're saying is I'm not overly wanting it perfect and the large stamping platform will make it perfect. So use your other stamping platforms. There's more chance for you to get it uneven and unperfect, which is the look that you kind of want to go for when it comes to these.
And again, how do you decide where you're like placing these various elements? I mean, I guess a lot of it comes with experience, does it?
Well, when I first done this one, it was going straight in, not thinking about it.
Yeah.
The only bit I was focusing on was making sure that I didn't go into the church with the script because I want that to be pure colour. So it was literally going in and stamping. Quick press, so if it's uneven, then that's fine. But going in with that one there, still using the tricolour, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with grey natural or grey neutral, and then we're going to just cherry pick certain sections and do little bits of watercolouring.
So whereas like normally you'd expect to have a bit of a plan when you were putting a card together and be very specific. I'm sure you said this last time actually, it's sort of coming back to me now, but this is a case of almost like sort of disengaged brain, isn't it really? And just sort of do what feels right, isn't it? And just have a bit of improv with it.
Every time I've used these, now I know they've just launched not that long ago, but every time I've used these or going to set up a demo with them, I've tried to do it quick. And what I mean by that is getting that ink down, getting that stamp down. Don't think about it. As soon as you start to think about it, you're going to try and place them into specific areas. Just go straight in, see where it ends up, and see how it's starting to look without thinking. And that's what I've done with all of the demos and the prep that I've done with these over the last week or so. It's gone in really quick. Then you can refine the edges, you can refine the colouring if you want to, but get the initial layer down first of all. And it's going to, by going quick, it's going to be unnatural, but it's going to look natural. The way that it comes together. Just relax, that's the thing. Relax and just stamp and see what you come up with.
Great tip actually. Loads of people enjoying this demo as well. Hideko on YouTube just saying, what a beautiful card. Craig, Valerie just saying, I love this little church. It looks like in old England. It really does actually, really, really cute. And like we said, the fact that you've got kind of like the little collections put together, so you've got ideas of what works well within each of the sort of mini collections within the full collection, but then as we've seen, you know, you've got the ability just to take some of the swirls or some of the corners from particular collections or little focal points and just change it around just a little bit.
Absolutely.
And whilst this is again, Christmas themed. There's lots of elements in here as well. Like, you're looking at this here.
You're looking
There's
at
nothing
that,
to say Christmas about that at all, is there?
No.
It's a collection, again, that you can sort of manipulate to use all year round for lots and lots of different projects.
Exactly. That's the thing. Have a little bit of a play. Do you know what as well? If you want to bring in some of your gnomes from your gnome collection, or 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, or Nutcracker, or anything like that, why not do that? Absolutely do that. And the thing is as well, this will hopefully give you that little bit of confidence in being free-flowing, and then therefore there's nothing that can stop you from taking what you learn, or the confidence that it gives you here, do the same but with the Nutcracker stamps or the gnome stamps. What you do here when it comes to that collage effect, you can do that style with any of your other stamps, but sometimes when a collection comes out with a name, with a title, with a theme, you initially think that you have to use those projects in that way, or those products in that way. So get the confidence with using the collage stamps in the collage way, then start to incorporate your other ones and do exactly the same as well. Then you'll see how your other collections, your other projects start to expand and grow elsewhere in the crafting realm that you do at home.
Yeah, Sue just said, my question is, how does your brain come up with these amazing designs? I honestly do think that when you get these back, right, is as Craig has just said, is just have a play around with them, have fun with them, because the worst thing that can happen is you have a bit of a play with them, you look at your finished project and you go, oh, I don't really like that too much. But I think the more that you use them, the more that you play with them, the more that you experiment, you'll come up with your own sort of way that you find most suited to using them. And then the less you think about it, the better that your projects will come out. So I don't know if that sort of answered the question.
Can I give you a tip on that as well, Ben?
Yeah.
See if you do what you do. See if you're not happy with it, or you don't like it, or you're unsure. Set it to the side. Come back to it the next day. Come back to it the next day. Don't bin it straight away. Don't discard it straight away. You might be unhappy with it to start with, but leave it. Sometimes it could be a long day. You've had lots on your mind. You're just not seeing it in a way that you think looks good.
Yeah.
But as well, let the colour settle. Let the ink dry. Let the ink actually stand out. And sometimes that will take till the next day. It could be letting it dry. It could be your eyesight. It could be your brain. Just set it to the side. Don't discard it till the next day. If the next day you don't like it, we don't like wasting things. End of the day, it's a little bit of cardstock. What's the big deal? But let it sit at the side. And I'm going to say, there's a lot of the time you're probably going to think, actually that looks better than I thought last night. And I do it. We all do it.
I think sometimes, like you say, in the moment, you sort of there and you're thinking, oh, is that so great? But then, you set it aside, you come back the next day, fresh pair of eyes, you're like, oh, actually, I really like that. It's a lot better than I thought it was.
Yes.
Brenda's just asked, Craig, can you clean the stamping mat?
Yeah, you can do. So by cleaning the stamping mat, you will start to discolour it over time. So what you can do is you can be using warm soapy water, or even just warm water. You can as well. I know obviously this day and age, Ben, we're all trying to use less baby wipes.
Oh yeah.
But if you still have a load of them and you're still trying to use them.
You're looking for some?
Yeah,
I've got them here.
Actually.
Here. Well,
thanks. So I'll show you in a minute. What we can do is we can finish assembling this card here. But I've gone in with a bit of black onto the background, and then I'm going to go in with my image. Now the only reason I'm going to change, Ben, is because I've already got my, actually, do you know what? Let's not change. This is the one that I'd already done, but do you know what? Let's use it. It's going to take seconds to chop it down. So that was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So what I'm going to do is let's take 1/4 of an inch all the way off. So I'm going to come down, and even although I've stamped beforehand, and you can see that I'm kind of taking the top layers of the frame, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do not worry about it. And I think we get a little bit het up and trying to be perfect. I'm still really happy with that. Even although I've taken the top line of the frame off, I'm still happy with how that's looking. So what I can do is let's finish this one off. Let's use our tape once again. I have already stamped one of the sentiments that come with on the sheet as well. Brightest blessings. Mix and match as well if you want. But pop that one on. I am going to go in with a foam pad, if I can find some big enough. Let's go, like these will do. Lift it up, Ben, and then that will be our card done.
Sue says, great answer, and yes, it's a huge sense of accomplishment when I create a card I love. There you go, Sue. So that's what it's all about. And Joanne Michelli on Facebook, hi Joanne, says, big cathedrals are beautiful, but little churches like that are just so quaint. They really draw you in. I think I said this before, like I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm particularly religious, but I do love like going to churches. And like you said, Joanne, I love popping in, to the quaint little sort of village churches. Whenever I go along there for like, sort of weddings or whatever it might be, or christenings, I always love to be in those churches. But yeah, on the flip side of that, when you walk into some of those big cathedrals, a few of you may know, a few weeks ago managed to spend a bit of time in Durham.
Yeah.
Have you been to Durham Cathedral?
I have, yeah.
Unbelievable. What a place that is.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Me, myself, my mum and Jess, who's little Grayson's mum, December, not last year, the year before, when they came through to see Michael Bublé in Newcastle.
Oh yeah?
They came through for a couple of days, and on one of the days we went through to see the cathedral, and wow.
Yeah.
Just absolutely wow.
It was great because I love all of that, looking at the old architecture, and then whilst we were there, actually, there was a guy playing the organ, which was just amazing. But the kids loved it as well, because of course that's where they filmed a few of the scenes from Harry Potter.
So I believe, yeah.
Yeah. So that was sort of like piqued their interest just a little bit. But yeah, absolutely, Joanne, love that comment. Thank you. And there we are.
There we go. So we've done the layers that you can see here, and what I did do is I added an extra white layer on the back to make it stand out that little bit more, but that could be many different colours. We've done water reactive, tiny bit of tri-blends. We've also gone in with a little bit of quick dry as well. But very, very quickly, Ben, if I bring in one of our stamping mats, and then, so it could be lukewarm water or something.
Yeah.
What I would do is go in, so even straight away you can see that's coming off. So I would go in. Now this is a mixture of quick dry, finesse, water reactive, but if you keep going in, and then you'll start to take some of the ink off, you will, as I say, start to dull within the centre bit that you can see here. So as that dries, that's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. But yeah, you can absolutely, if I take that bit off there, look at that bit there, let's do a clean bit of the wipe. So yeah, you can spend a little bit of time if you want by cleaning it up. That's what I do as well. I do predominantly use baby wipes, but that's because I've got quite a lot left over. But I will be, as these start to run out, I'll then start to look at using just, warm water or something just to take the colour off. But you can.
There you go. Brenda, how's that for service? Not only an answer to your question, but a quick demo there as well. That's what we're here for. As much as we want to bring you these great products, we also want to make sure that you're getting the very best out of them, and that we can give you loads of hints and tips and ideas as well. Right, ink pads. I just want to quickly show you the metallic pigment ink pads that we have got on the show. Now, I can't believe this, but there's a few items that have kind of just rolled over a little bit off our in for a penny, in for a pound event, which was supposed to finish on the 15th, wasn't it? But these have actually just sort of slipped through the net just a little bit. We've got your metallic pigment ink pads as well, so these are going to absolutely brilliant for your blending. Also great for your embossing as well, giving you that metallic sheen and shine. So basically, you're going to get 5 within this collection, but you're paying a penny for one of them? I know, it was like yesterday when we had those, what was it, the 72 storage marker was cheaper than the 48. It's a few of these have slipped through the net, so grab them whilst you can. We've got the red garnet in here. You're going to get your jade green. You've also got your amethyst and your pink lace, and I suppose it doesn't really matter which one, but in this case the platinum there for a penny, which means a £25 bundle or a $40 bundle there or thereabouts is yours for £14.38 or $22.90. As I say, bit of a leftover one that's kind of slipped through the net on the in for a penny, in for a pound collection. It was on Colour Me Happy on Friday, and it's still available on the show right now. Something else which is available, and you've done well here actually, if you perhaps are someone who's waited. The Nutcracker is here. This collection we of course launched during our Christmas event. been really, really popular actually. And if you've loved Sarah's signature collections, no doubt you've probably already got this. If you've waited to jump in and grab this one, a good time to buy it actually, because not only are you going to get a free tape pen with this, but I also believe you get some bonus points. 50 bonus points with this collection. We'll get Craig to have an unbox inside this, but basically within this collection you have got card blanks, you're going to get your envelopes in there, you've got coloured cards, you've got printed papers, embossing, you've got an embossing folder in there, you've got stencils, and it is all of course themed on the story of the Nutcracker. So you've got the Rat King, of course, you've got the Nutcracker himself, you've got the Sugar Plum Fairy, all of the different elements in there to be able to build up some really cute Christmas projects, and kind of like timeless again really when you think of the story of the Nutcracker, the ballet itself as well. It's a collection which you will come back to. You've got 15 metal dies in here, stamps, ribbons, dewdrops, assorted gems. As I say, we'll get Craig to have a look through the box. Obviously there's consumables in there, but you will have lots and lots of items that you'll be able to keep and use year after year after year. You will get a tape pen with this, and a dotty tape pen thrown in for free, plus 50 bonus points. It should be £50 or $56.90. Everyone saves 15%. Platinum members get another 20% off that. So that comes down to £31.99 or $35.84. But let's unbox this and have a look through. It is a massive collection, because when you think of like the craft kits that we do generally, maybe what, 220 items. There's over 315 elements within this box. I mean, again, as a gift idea, it's beautifully presented. It's a really stunning looking gift idea for somebody. But what's in the box? Shall we open the box?
Yeah.
Open the box.
Yeah.
Take the money. Open the box. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Faster.
Take what?
Faster.
Faster? They never shouted that.
Faster.
What? Open it faster. Oh, come here quickly. Just very quickly. Come on. Just say hello again. Just quickly, because otherwise they go, we heard John, but he didn't say hello. John's back. There he is. He just brought our tea and coffee in. That's why we love him. That's why we love him. Yeah, let's open the box and have a look. Something very different again about this collection, isn't it? And a bit of a, I suppose, a timeless Christmas collection, really.
Exactly. What we say as well, every now and again, or every so often, whether it's paper pads or that, many of you will stock up and buy a couple and actually keep them. And we don't joke when we say actually keep in store to never use them, because you just don't want to use them. Loads of you have actually been doing that with the Nutcracker collection as well. You've been buying one to use, and then you've been buying one just to keep. Because of it, as Ben said, with the story of the Nutcracker, the way that it looks, the designs that it is, all within that box as well. What it's really good as well with this one here is, don't get me wrong, we all love the Sarah's signature collections. And I do genuinely believe the value for money is exceptional, certainly when it comes to the big collections like your 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Yeah.
But sometimes, for many, whether it's to do with money, or whether it's to do with the fact that you just think it's a bit daunting, this full collection. Such a really nice size. It's not too much, but do you know what? You're still getting a fair whack as well within the box. So what we can do is let's go in and have a look, because in total you're getting over 315 elements. All nicely wrapped. Now this is the one that we use, so what we've got is we have got the stamp sets. Now within the stamp set you've got the soldier, the Nutcracker, the grandfather clock, you've got the fairy, the dancer, you've the rocking horse, you've got rum pum 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 pum, you've got the sentiments, the baubles, you've got all them as well.
It's parumpa pum pum, not rarumpa pum pum.
Parumpa pum pum?
Yeah.
That's what I said, wasn't it? Parumpa pum pum.
Oh, did you? I thought you said rarumpa pum pum.
To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was saying. I was just trying to listen to hear if Johnny was going to do a little snigger when I said it, and he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He's so predictable, isn't he?
I know, he likes it when I say rum pum pum pum.
Did it again?
Rum pum 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 pum. Then what we've got is we've got a lot of the dies to go with them. Now you'll find there's a few of them that don't have coordinated dies, or you have got, for instance, this one, you've got the tree that you've got the die but you don't have a stamp for. Now you can be using these to create your apertures. A couple of weeks ago on one of the shows at night, what I done is created an aperture within the middle of my card using the tree there. But once again, you do have the dies to go with the majority of them.
You got hiccups?
Yeah. Oh. Then what we've got is we've got an embossing folder here. And with this embossing folder, if you're familiar with a range of embossing folders with stencils, we give you the stencils as well. So you've got 3 separate stencils to go with that embossing folder. So you have got the detail when it comes to the bed. Now, it is see-through. We've just popped a bit of cardstock on the back to make it a little bit more obvious as to what the design is. So we've got the bed that would match directly over the top of this one. Then we've started to get the curtains as well. We've got the curtains, and we've also got the pelmet. Is it pelmet?
Helmet.
Pelmet.
Pelmet?
No, pelmet.
Oh.
Yeah, not helmet. Pelmet.
Helmets and helmets on this show. The pelmets on the bottom of the bed, is it?
So you've got the 2 stencils, so these layer up so you can ink on top of the cardstock once you've embossed it.
Oh yeah, pelmet.
Pelmet, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pelmet.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Then what we've got is this stencil here. Now this is giving you that foliage look. So you can then start to layer up once again. So maybe you want to start incorporate them once you've got that confidence with your collage. Why not either create a collage effect with these ones, or why not start to incorporate it with your collage stamps? You know, you can be doing that, mixing and matching. But you've got that one as well. Then, because it's a nicely compact craft kit, what you've got is your card blanks. 5x7, 6x6, and you've got your nice small C6 size ones with the envelopes as well. So they're included too. Then what you've got is your little dewdrops here. So think of these as your glossy highlights, but already dried and sturdy, and already got adhesive on the back. So you've got them ones. You've got your Nutcracker coloured satin ribbon. So you've got the red, you've got the green, and you have got that navy blue. So you've got the 3 colours, but then you've got the 3 different widths when it comes to each colour that we can see here. Then what we have got, more envelopes, but then we've got your cardstock. So we've got 8x8, it's all matte, and 1 pack is your pure colour cardstock.
Lovely.
So once again, the colour theme that runs throughout that Nutcracker. Again, 8x8 within these ones here. But then if we bring in the pattern paper, which is in a separate pack, but still within the box, you have got your designs. So we've got your Nutcracker, we've got the soldier. Now we have, as many of you know at Crafters Companion, about twice a year we have a product development, and that's where we get to submit ideas, you know, through to things that we'd like to see as well on your behalf, as well as what we would like. Many of you, certainly you guys stateside, were asking for more tartan paper. So that's why when it comes to the Nutcracker and also the Nature Garden Gnome collection, there's a lot of tartan pattern papers.
Tartan pattern.
Tartan to you, laddie. That's right. But that's why that's why we've had a lot of tartan themed pattern running through over the last few collections.
Tartan pattern.
Hoot and howdy, partner. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. So yeah, so that is the box in a whole. So you've got your pattern papers, you've got your core colours, you've got your card blanks, you've got your dewdrops, you've got your satin ribbons, your stencils, your embossing folders, including your stamp and your dies as well. Such a really good one for a gift. But again, maybe you're just starting to go out into your card making. Maybe 'twas the night before Christmas, the full collections that we've done is maybe just a little bit too big for you. Then these are going to be really good as well. Most of them as well are going to go through your Gemini Mini, which is your Explorer. So do you know what? Really nice little set for yourself or for someone else within the friends or family.
£31.99 for the tartan pattern, or $35.84 if you are a platinum member shopping with us in the US. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. Patricia, I love this, says, The interactivity of these shows is admirable. We viewers can ask and get our questions answered immediately, and not by just anyone, but by the crafting experts themselves, correct? Not to mention the camaraderie between everyone. Yes, it's like our own little crafting haven that the rest of the business world would love to know about. So glad for Daily CTV. Patricia, that is lovely. I think I might need to copy and paste that one and send that one on to the bosses, because that is a really, really lovely message. Thank you so much. Appreciated by all. Michelle just saying, Ben, I'm from County Durham and my son's graduation was in the cathedral, which is very special. It's a lovely place and I'm sure you and your family will love it up here. Best wishes for your move. Thank you, Michelle. We're really looking forward to it. Patricia Watling on Facebook says, Ben, be sure to get that tartan pattern swoosh stage left in your weekly wrap-up, lol. Yes, he'll be in it this week, but probably more for the fact of his entrance to the show in his flashing helmet a little bit earlier on. The Nutcracker, 316 elements included in there for that amazing price. If you want to grab it, remember you're going to get 50 bonus points included in there as well. Right, I'm just going down here. Hang on, talk amongst yourselves for a second. Hang on. Yep, there we go. Now, the front and back characters, super cute are these, and we launched these last week, I want to say, but I think the joy of these is the fact that they are so super versatile. Was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah. We launched these 2 weeks ago. The joy of these, though, is the fact that, yes, you are going to be using these to create your own little cute gift tags. Yes, you are going to be using these to create your own little bookmarks. I love that idea. But then, actually, you will be using these as well, for your little Christmas decorations. You'll be using these as well for really cute, almost like little peekaboo cards. How cute is that one with Father Christmas there in the chimney? You're going to be using these to add as little embellishments on your cards as well. They are so super versatile, and what I love about these as well is the fact that you've got the die included in there, so you can kind of like make these to any length that you want them to be, really. But with them being Christmas related, you've got all of those Christmas characters. So with each and every one of these, the stamps, so the front and back of each of your character, they each come with a cute little sentiment as well, and there's the die then to be able to cut out your creation. So who else do you get? You've got your reindeer, which is your fun-filled Christmas. There's your snowman, snow much fun.
Do you want to build one?
Who?
Snowman.
Oh, that was John. Sorry, I fell for that one. Yes, I'd love to build a snowman with you. When I move up here, we'll build a snowman, because I've heard it snows quite a lot up here. Yeah. What did you say?
What did you say, Charlotte?
It snowed in August up here. Oh yeah, I was going to say, it snows in August.
It wasn't really a funny joke, though. All right.
Moving on, we've got the Warm Winter Wishes, which is your cute, cuddly little penguin. There he is, look, there's the penguin. Next up is our, no, let's not get these the wrong way round, because we did last time and you told us off. That is definitely the angel. The angel, not the fairy. There is a fairy in here. Peace and joy. There's your little gingerbread man. Woohoo! Run as fast as you can. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I'm the gingerbread man. I'm the gingerbread man. You just reminded me about that. That's brilliant. Next is our Nutcracker. So again, if you've got that previous collection, that would work perfectly with that collection as well. That one is actually called Glad Tidings. These are all available, I think, for you individually as well, should you wish to go that way. Next is Ho Ho Ho, Father Christmas. Then you've got cheeky little Craig elf. There he is, Christmas cheer. Just draw a little beard on him, and there you go. That's Craig. And there is your fairy. I think that is all of them. That is all of them. Is that them? Yes, it is. And the great thing about this as well, as we said, there are characters within this that you can use all year round as well. So again, expanding this from just a Christmas collection to use all year. You're going to get also 10 sheets of cardstock in here as well. Your Centura Pearl. And you're also going to get, is that free? The rustic brown ink pad included in there as well. That one is your waterproof ink pad. So that's free, that's thrown in, all those characters. £32 or $45.56 if you are platinum is amazing.
Can I be totally 100% honest with you?
Yeah.
Now, of course, those extras that you're getting with the cardstock and the ink pad, extra within that pile. I will be truthfully honest.
I know what
with
you're
you.
going to say here.
The cardstock that you get, it's Centura Peril, so you're not actually. You could die cut it, but you're not really going to be stamping onto it with your tags, unless you're doing heat embossing. And then same with the ink pad, it's waterproof, which is great. You'll probably find, as most of you have already been doing that's got them, using your alcohol pens. But then think of them as extra. We'll all need Centura Peril into silver, so you can use that. Again, maybe gift it. Same with the ink pad. Maybe someone's not ventured into watercolouring. Why not give them? So it's a great wee bonus. You know, finesse, waterproof, and Centura Peril. But as a collection, it's not necessarily one that we would use together. So I just wanted to make that clear, just to say that you know what, you're going to have Nina and white cardstock at home, so use that and then use this stuff as extras.
Thank you, Craig. Are you going to show these in action now?
I am. Yeah, sorry, I just thought it was really good.
I'm only joking you. Which one are you going to use?
We're going to do the reindeer.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And we're going to do some reindeer food.
Yeah, the reindeer food.
We're going to go with the reindeer food.
Now, this is obviously special reindeer food that you put together for putting out on Christmas Eve for Santa's reindeer, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
So, I do have to say,
Only for
all
reindeer.
sake purposes, do not eat it.
No.
You know, if you do make your own, this is a combination of oats and porridge and all that sort of stuff. But with it being the reindeers and Christmas, they love the sparkle. They love that grit when it comes to it. So we've got some sequins and glitter. So this is for Santa's reindeers only.
Yes.
Not reindeers in general.
No.
Just Santa's reindeers.
Yes.
So I've put them into a little cello bag that we've got here. Nice little bag that we've got. Then what I've got is my white smooth stamping card. So I've got two of them here. So I've got one that's 1.5 by 5.5. Then this one I've got 1.5 by 4 inches. So what we can do, I like to die cut and then stamp first. So we're going to go in with the first one. And this is where, Ben, your Explorer would work beautifully with these. So we can go in with this first one. And when these launched, I showed you how you can stamp and die cut only onto one layer. The thing with that is that there is a downside to that, and you need to take into account bleeding if you're doing your alcohol colouring.
Oh, yes.
So, you know, we would always suggest to do 2 separate pieces of cardstock. And for what we're actually going to create, you actually do need 2, because you need a front and a back layer that I'll show you in a moment. So I've done 1, I've done 2, and then what I would do, Ben, is where these ends are, I'm going to use my guillotine and I'm going to carry on down, just cut these bits off.
As I said, if you want to go for these individually, you can do, but the best way to get them, I think, is in this bundle today as well. I just think, again, you've got so much versatility with these. I like the idea of like having the different characters, because I know you've got is it tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. It's Thursday, isn't it? You've got your craft along with the cracker. You know, great for using on things like that, for decorating those. Great for your little peekaboo cards as well. So many different ways that you use these outside of just using them for little, you know, gift tags, for little bookmarks. Absolutely, that's what they're for. Yeah. But plenty of scope to be using these elsewhere as well. And this is the kind of set as well that you'll use with the kids. On the lead up to Christmas, on that week before, when they're uber excited, you need to find stuff for them to do. These are brilliant to go, right, we're going to sit down, you know, create some cards, create some little bookmarks and little gift tags as well. I love that idea. So these are great for crafting with the kids, and I love that little elf you're showing us as well. How cute is that?
It's so much fun. So yeah, don't think of them as being used in the concept way. And I know I've been naughty, cheeky, whichever way you want to call it today, but I've showed you lots of different ways in which you can use our products, and this is another way. So yes, use it on the back of your tag, but why not use it for the main focal point as well? You know, you can be doing that.
What's
lots
he doing
of
there,
fun.
that little elf?
I think he's counting to 10. He's in the
he's in the naughty corner.
Yeah, he's naughty corner. Yeah, he is. Can't have that, can we?
Just whilst you're stamping as well, Rhonda Crowley, hi Rhonda, wants to know about your little project that you started on Wake Up Call this morning. Can you give us a little bit of a summary as to what that's going to be all about? It's 3 weeks you're going to do, isn't it?
It's 3 weeks, yeah. So the planner that we done throughout last month was so popular. You guys loved it. Some of you were doing it on a weekly basis. Some of you were doing it on a Wednesday basis with me. Not much live, but later on in the day. And some of you done it at the weekend because maybe you were working. So what myself and Erin, who kind of like oversees, I'm very lucky that I get to pick out the products that we're going to highlight within Wake Up Call. But we get together and, you know, she'll check what I'm going to show you and what we're going to do, etc, etc. So she had that idea again of doing another project. So yeah, just to do with holiday. This time of the year, it doesn't matter what business you're in, August, there always seems to be a lot of people on holiday and taking holidays. So this one's going to be over 3 weeks because, well, by the 4th week, I'm on holiday.
Hey!
So we're going to do we're going to take our, what was I saying a minute ago? Oh yeah. So the project that we're doing, it's a little bit of a gift box wrapped within an outer shell of a gift box. We started it off. I emailed the instructions across to Erin before I came in. So Erin has forwarded it to the social team. So what I would say is keep an eye out over the next day or two, and I'll also share them on my page to let you know what you can do. So maybe you don't want to go back onto Wake Up Call and see what I've done. Maybe you just want the written instructions. They're going to be coming out for you on a weekly basis. I'll do the same next week. Once we start to decorate, I'll write the instructions up after the show and we'll get them posted online for you.
Fab.
So done the front, done the back as well. So the smaller tag, what I've done is I've done the top and the face of the reindeer, and on this longer one we've done the back. Very quickly, earth brown blend, dark red blend, ice grey 2 and coral shade is what I'm going to use to very quickly colour this.
Just to say, this is slightly different to the original bundle that we had. That sold out. This one has got a slightly different ink pad with it. If you're struggling to find it, because I know there's a few comments coming through of people saying that they can't find it, so this is a second deal, slightly different. Always great if you just want to note down the product number there at the top of the screen. That will help you find it easy if you're having trouble finding it. I'm in trouble saying it, let alone finding it. But it is there. It is still available for you. It's just a slightly different bundle to the one that's sold out. So hopefully that makes a better sense. By the way, we've got 12 minutes to go. Just to let you know, we've still got to do demo of the show, demo of the day as well.
So what I won't do is I'll not colour the back one, Ben. I'll just do this front one. And also what I won't do is the blending and shading. We'll just go direct in. I didn't actually mean to do the coral on the antlers, but you know what? Let's go for it. I've started now. You'll get the gist of it. So I would then carry on colouring them all. Let's just do red, so at least he's got his red nose. So if I pop that one in, so that's that one.
Cute.
I would colour exactly the same with on that back layer. So then what I would also do now is I would use my tacky glue. So I'm going to go in, before I do that, I'm going to turn them on in themselves, and I'm going to use either red liner tape or you can use your normal double-sided tape, Ben. And I'm going to do a strip along the top of each of them. So let's do one right along the top of the tag. So if I do that one there, and it'll become clear in a moment while I'm going to do this one. We'll do that one. So what I'm going to do on our reindeer on the top half, let's add our glue, and we're going to sandwich that one onto the back. So we can press that one. So let's press that one in. And I've deliberately done the back so that it's longer. You can make it shorter if you want. So if I press that, so then what I'm going to do, I would leave that a little bit longer to dry, but let's lift that one up. Let's take our pokey tool, and what I'm going to do is take the backing off. So like I say, although I've used the tacky glue, I would leave it a bit longer. So let's press that one in. Then I'm going to come in with my little package of Reindeer Food, and I'm going to tuck it in under, And the reason I've done the back layer longer is I've done it the length of the packet.
Ah, I see.
So it's going to give it that little bit of stability onto the back. So we've got a little reindeer food inside there. You could leave it hanging up on the tree for Santa. You could colour it. I've gone round with the detail of that pen, and I've stamped "For you, dear."
I think this would be nice as well. I don't know if you do this at home as well, but we do a little Christmas Eve box for our kids now. So this would be nice, I think, to pop in the Christmas Eve box for the children, and then on Christmas Eve before bedtime, obviously you can go outside, just to sprinkle it around outside the house so the reindeers know where to go.
Yeah,
love that idea.
That'd be
Craig.
a really good idea.
Really, really cute. That is just one of the characters, of course, in the front and back character collection. It's definitely there for you for those struggling it. Just put this code in is the code that you need if you're struggling to find it. That is the code which will bring you up this collection. You get all of the stamps and dies. You get the cardstock, and of course you're going to get your waterproof die. It's the rustic brown. That's the difference between that and the collection which sold out previously. £32 for platinum members. $45.56 if you're shopping with us in the US. But what a day it's been. I'm uber excited not only to find out what the demo of the show is, but what the demo of the day is going to be. But before we get to that, we need to work out what is going to be the demo of the show. So do you want to line up your makes, Craig, and remind us what you've been making?
Is it just 3 that I done, was it?
Was it 3?
Just 3.
Oh, we had to look through the box. I'm sure you did it.
Yeah, we done the look through the box, didn't I? We didn't do a demo. So
No, that is right, isn't it?
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, feels like I've done more. Here we go. So the first one that we done was the Christmas Advanced Twist and Pop with the presents that we can see here. Then we went in with the collage stamps that we've done here. This is the one that we made using a few different mediums of colouring choice. And then we went in, I'm showing you the one that I'd finished off. You can see there with the reindeer, the little reindeer food, a little bit of porridge and oats, and of course glitter and sparkle for the reindeers, because Santa's reindeers love them.
So 1, 2 or 3, you've got 2 minutes to get your votes in on that. We're gonna have to be super quick, and then we'll do the demo of the day. Right, tomorrow, Leanne is gonna be back. How many of you enjoyed seeing Leanne today? She's gonna be back in tomorrow with some absolutely brilliant new deals from Spectrum Noir. I haven't yet seen these in action, but having read about them, I am uber excited to see how these work. These are the outline markers, and I only know that these are going to be amazing for the fact that I saw our Hillary and our Brent using these outside earlier on, and I can't quite remember exactly what the expression Brent used was. It was something sort of fairly broad Geordie, but these are incredible, aren't they?
Very, very quickly, right before we went live, I had to look, because there's a set here at the side, I went to use them. My mind was blown. I went straight outside because Charlotte and Johnny and Jake and John were out there, and I was like, look at these. These are awesome.
They hold 2 colours, don't they?
2 colours in one
pen
with an outline.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's genius. Absolutely genius.
You're going to get 6 colours within the collection, and it does what it says, with magic outline effect. Wait till you see these in action. You need to be tuned in tomorrow just to see these alone, because they are phenomenal. Also launching on the show too, which I'm super excited about, is our Spectrum Noir Artist Collection. Now this is brilliant, simply for the fact that I look at this, somebody who perhaps, as I say, once we're up here, I love the idea of colouring, but I'm never quite sure which way I want to go with it. This collection is perfect. If you are like me and you're kind of aspiring to get colouring, maybe you are a little bit further down the line, you've got in here a collection of your illustrators. You've also got in here a selection of your aqua markers in there as well, and you've got your art liners in here. You've got marker colouring pages, watercolouring pages, and plenty of tutorials as well. So if you want to give the blending a bit of a go, you've got the ability to do that. If you want to try your watercolour effects, you've got the ability to do that as well. And how gorgeous is this as well? As far as a gift idea is concerned for everybody too, it looks absolutely stunning. It's beautifully presented, and that is launching tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That one is your colour creations kit with these pens as well, which you will want to see. Those 2 are going to be busy tomorrow. That much I can promise you. Right, we have the demo of the show result in. So let us announce that winner. The winner of demo of the show 2.
Number 2.
Yes.
There we go. So I'll bring that across to you. Number 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is good. Oh, hello, skipping over. Thank you. This is gonna be tough today because there's been 3 absolute cracking makes. So, number 1 was Craig's gender reveal card from Wake Up Call earlier on using our Twist and Pop Christmas dies. Look at that. That is number 1, all right? So if you want to vote for that one, fantastic. Number 2 is this unbelievable card that Leanne put together using those fantastic Christmas pop-out scene dies, like a stage card, if you like that one. What I love about that is the way that you can obviously tie up the little ribbon, it opens up, the stage falls down, and you've got your nativity. That's amazing. You know, I don't normally have favourites, but that's pretty cool. And then card number 3 is the one that you have just voted for, which is this one here, using your Christmas collage stamps. So 1, 2, or 3, you've literally got 2 minutes to get your votes in on that one. Which one are you going to go for? What a brilliant show. I tell you what, lots to look forward to tomorrow, of course, with the return of Leanne on launch day. We've already touched on those. And you're, of course, back tomorrow for Wake Up Call.
Well, I am and I amn't.
Oh, are we allowed to? Oh, you're gonna.
I'm here for Wake Up Call and I'm here for Creative Cravens. So that's going to be 12 o'clock here in the UK, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Leanne will be back at 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time for the launch day. So Wake Up Call, Creative Cravens, we've got a special guest joining us.
Have we?
Who's going to be doing the demoing as well.
What?
I'm not going to say too much at the moment, but they're going to be tuning in. So I will be here. So tomorrow, Wake Up Call, I will be with Ben. I'll be doing what Ben does. 2 of us will be together on the couch. We'll look at the comments and go through the social and that. And then I'll do the same as well on Creative Cravens. I'll have a little comfy sit on the couch, have a look at the comments, and that'll help Ben with them. And yes, I know you're going to love our special guest tomorrow and her creativeness and what she brings.
Ooh, he's a little tease, isn't he? He is a little tease, but you'll be tuning in tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day, actually. We have a result. We have a result. Do you know what has won demo of the day?
It's got to be Leanne. 100% it's got to be Leanne's.
The winner is...
Yay!
That's brilliant. I mean, all great, but that's fantastic, isn't it?
Exactly. Do you know something as well? Doesn't matter what show that we are on, if someone else on the team actually wins demo of the day. Every one of us, everything that we bring to the table when it comes to demos are exquisite. So never, never am I sad to lose out to anyone, because that is phenomenal.
Listen, absolutely brilliant day. That will be going up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame, and you could be voting for that one as your demo of the week. There's been some brilliant demos this week already. It has been a truly, truly inspirational week as far as crafty inspiration has been concerned. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show today. Must just say a big thank you to all of the team who've been keeping us right today. Big thank you to Johnny, to Charlotte, to Jake, to John, to Rachel, and of course to Leanne, who was here earlier on as well. And to your main man, are you wearing that home?
Bye, see you tomorrow.
I would love it if you imagine if he wears that helmet home and he gets pulled over by the police. That would be brilliant. It looks a bit like a police flashing sign there anyway. Anyway, love that, eh?
You're necked.
You're necked. Thank you so much for watching. If you have got anything in your carts, in your baskets, now is the time to be checking out. You can continue to buy after the show, but make sure you grab whatever it is and look forward to tomorrow. It is going to be a brilliant day. That special guest coming up on Wake Up Call, and then a little bit later on Creative Cravings. And of course, you'll be back on launch day as well to see lovely Leanne for 2 days on the trot. They really are spoiling me here for that brilliant, brilliant Spectrum Noir launch day. Have a lovely rest of your Tuesday evening. Thank you for your company today. Thank you for all of your lovely comments. And we will catch you back here on Crafters TV tomorrow from 12 o'clock here in the UK. Bye for now.
Bye.